See you guys.
Hey everybody, we are set up and ready to go for the live stream tomorrow. I want to give you one more glance around the Tingley Auditorium before we go. The stage is set. This is where we will be tomorrow. Sound and lighting is all set up. We've got a beautiful screen back here for everybody to use. You'll be able to see the video throughout the arena at both ends. Down here we'll have judges. The Matthews will be sitting here. Over here we'll have the MCs. And here is my view of Gathering of Nations for the weekend. Beautiful arena. See, the lighting is going in now, or it's in. They're finishing up the lighting, making the last few connections, making sure everything is right. You go down here and you can see the floor a little bit. We're all set up for a musical performance. We will be live tomorrow, starting at 10 a.m. This, of course, this is the 2017 Gathering of Nations from Albuquerque, New Mexico. And 10 o'clock tomorrow, we will have some special musical performances. Grand entry at noon. And then dancing all day. Another grand entry at 6, with lots of competition dancing in between. And we will have a midnight special tomorrow night. So listen, if you're going to a powwow tomorrow, if you're going to be out and about shopping or doing something with the family, come back later. We're still going to be live. We will be live late into the night, so you have lots of chances to be able to see Gathering Nations live. And even if you missed the live stream, just head on over to the page and we will have it all archived for you, so you can watch it and catch up, spend your weekend watching it. It'll be archived forever, so you can always watch the 2017 Gathering of Nations. And you go and you can access that from www.powwows.com/2017GON. We'll have lots of information there, all the links for photos, videos. I've got 2 folks out here with me that'll be doing live reporting. We'll be posting some blogs and some interviews. Corinne is coming to help me do that. I'm sure you've seen some of her articles, and Charlie Ballard is already here doing lots of Facebook Lives. He was interviewing the vendors earlier today. And here is the floor seating for dancers and singers. The floor is much, much larger than we were in the pit. I'll give you a view back toward the stage to give you an idea of just how big this is. So what do you think? How do you like the new arena? Do you think this is going to work for gathering, or would you rather go back to the pit? Not that it's an option, but just curious to see what everybody thinks so far. I'm loving this new area. I think it's going to be fantastic. Having more room on the floor is such a plus. It won't be crowded. And for me personally, there's going to be lots of room for me to be able to move around, get you some great photos, be able to get in and out easier. Will there be a dressing room available? You know, I haven't seen that part yet. I honestly have only been right here on the stage. I have not walked around. I'm going to do that here now that I'm set up. I did see there were several restrooms around the corridors here, so I'm sure there is going to be a place for that. I just don't know. You can see up here at the top, there's regular seats and there's bleachers. So those of you who are bringing suitcases and other things for your outfits, you know, if you got some totes and things, there's plenty of room up there in the bleachers to spread out, get your blankets or whatever. And there's even some bleachers down here low too. So lots of places. And don't forget, Saturday we'll be streaming too. Same times, we'll start at 10 a.m. There'll be some musical performances, and then grand entry at noon, with another grand entry. I think it's on the schedule for 6, but that one sometimes gets pushed back because of the timing of Saturday. But the thing you don't want to miss Saturday night is the crowning of Miss Indian World. That usually happens around 8, 9 o'clock on Saturday night after the grand entry. And we will be streaming that live, so you'll be able to see who the new Miss Indian World is. That's going to be pretty awesome. You get to see, find out who she is live. We will try to get interviews with her as soon as we can. Get her over here so you can interview her, ask her some questions, find out where she's from, maybe some of the plans she has for the year. The pit did have 2 stories. From what I've been told, there's about, with all this floor seating and the bleachers, they've lost about 3,000 seats. So it's a little, it's going to be a little tighter for spectators. But with dancers be able to move around down here and drums having plenty of room and seats down here, I think there'll be less singers and their families and friends taking up some of those first few rows that sometimes happen at gathering. So I think it's all going to work out all right. Saturday night grand entry has always been crowded no matter what. I think we would fill up any arena we're at. So we'll see how it works out. Anybody out there ever been to Gathering of Nations? Or is this a powwow on your bucket list? See, Reagan, you say you're going to be there next year. Look forward to seeing you. We'll be here. And heading back to the stage now. You can see even on at the stage there's seating on both sides. There is nothing like, Michelle, I see you saying you wish you could go and experience this. There is nothing like experiencing this live. Seeing 3,000 dancers in the grand entry is pretty amazing. And Saturday night they bring out the Eagle, and there's a live Eagle part of the grand entry. It's pretty amazing. There's not many places where you can go and see that many people in grand entry. And if you're just tuning in, we are setting up, getting ready for the powwow tomorrow. Our live stream will be live all weekend. We're here in Albuquerque, New Mexico at the fairgrounds, the Tingley Coliseum. It may look a little smaller, but I think it actually is bigger than the floor. The dance arena is a little bit bigger than the pit. Danielle, yeah, there's, with anything that gets big, I think there's people, people that like it, people that hate it, everybody in between. And I've seen the comments where people say it's too big, it's too commercial. Hey, look, there's powwows for everybody. If you want to stay home and go to a local powwow and do a more traditional powwow, that's great. I love going to those too. But I think it's pretty awesome that that we in Indian country can have an event like this. It may not be for you. It may be too crowded for you. Maybe, as people say, too commercial. But I think it's pretty amazing that we do have something like this. It speaks to how far Indian culture has come. Still has a long way to go, but having an event like this that is kind of mainstream and attracts 100,000 spectators here every year, for me, I think that's pretty awesome. And hey, if you don't want to come, if you don't want to fight the crowds, that's cool. Watch it live on PowWows.com. All right, everybody, so I'm gonna head on out, take a look around the rest of the place here. We will be live all day tomorrow with lots of updates and things on Facebook and on PowWows.com. Remember, head on over to www.PowWows.com/2017GON for all the updates, the live stream, and all of our coverage. Thanks, everybody, and we will see you later on.